Hi, welcome to my channel. Let's get right into it. So some of the top headlines today in the UK. UK retail sales slump points to a new risk of recession. So it seems as though British retailers suffered the biggest drop in sales for almost 3 years during December, raising the risk that the economy slipped into recession late last year. Official data showed on Friday. The Office of National Statistics said people doing Christmas shopping earlier than usual, especially for food, contributed to retail sales volume shrinking 3.2% between December and November. It was the biggest monthly drop since January 2021 and left the level of sales at its lowest ebb since May 2020. So, not surprising, everything is costing more, so people have less money in their pockets. So, in terms of like buying gifts, you may have cut how much you spend on gifts this year, whether it's buying gifts for less people or just decreasing that budget a little bit. So that's not too surprising. Thankfully, inflation is coming down, has been coming down a little bit. So hopefully next year is a bit better. But as we all know, prices have a habit of going up very quickly, and then if they come down at all, they come down very, very slowly. So yeah. Next story. One third of UK adults will run out of money by the end of January, survey says. So not surprising in January. January is the month that comes after probably the month where everyone spends the most during the year, December. So people go all out in December, spending on all sorts of stuff, and this isn't just in the UK. This happens all over the world. But I guess the survey here talked about it a little bit and says that one third of UK adults will run out of money by the end of January. So that's one out of every three. All right. Due to higher winter bills and financial strain from Christmas expenses, the survey says. And it was the company Credit Karma that found 56% of those who will run out of money during the month will have spent their entire monthly income by January 20th. So I don't know when everybody's getting paid, but I guess between January 20th and whenever you're getting paid, you'll probably be living a bit on credit. So some people live like this every month, but I think it's a little bit more like this in January. So interesting story there. Next story, let's see what else is here. UK banks issue default warning over mortgage and credit card debt. Okay, so this default warning has been issued for quite some time now. We know that interest rates have been going up for a while, and it's only a matter of time because in the UK, we have fixed mortgage terms. So most people are either on 2-year mortgages or 5-year mortgages. So as soon as that mortgage term ends, the new interest rate will kick in. So interest rates have been going up for some time now. So at some point, your mortgage rate will end. For me, it would have been, I think it was year before last. So I got a decent mortgage rate, a bit lower than what it is today, but some people who may have renewed before me and may have had a 2-year mortgage rate, it's now renewing now. So you're dealing with higher mortgage rates, higher amount of money to pay every month. So that could impact you. And it would be a bit painful if you've been paying a house for like 15 years and then you switch over to a higher mortgage and then you can't pay. That's really challenging. And it's not just for personal people, I guess for landlords as well, people who have businesses. If you have a massive portfolio and interest rates rise for that portfolio, you could see how that could become problematic, especially if rents aren't going up that much. Well, rents are going up, but if the rent doesn't cover the mortgage, then you could be in serious trouble. So yeah. And the last story I'm going to touch on today. So Sunak vows there are more tax cuts to come. as he prepares to start drawing up spring budget with Chancellor Jeremy Hunt. So, so we know that there's an election coming this year, and this is typical politics here. Normally, in the year running to an election, you have tax cuts, you have all sorts of sweeteners to try and get the vote. Now, I'll probably talk politics another time, but it'll be interesting to see what type of tax cuts they come with. We had the national insurance tax cut recently, so I don't know if they'll look at income taxes or if they will look at some other kind of tax, but I suspect it will be a tax cut that will affect a lot of people if they're looking for the vote. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in the spring budget. And the spring budget is expected to come on March 6th. So it's not that long, just over a month from now, that we should be able to see what's coming there. So maybe you'll have a little more money in your pocket, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. So that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch up again soon. Bye bye.